Hey, what's going on? I am Captain Zap. Welcome to the show. Let's play Valheim. Today we're gonna be building the fucking tavern. Aw, yeah. So I'm trying to find a good place to put it that's not already just totally on the FPS front. But I think we're gonna settle for here. We're doing okay here as far as, well, not there, but I think right here is okay. So I think we're gonna pull out the land a little bit. We'll pull it out to like here maybe, and then we'll dig in to the side of this here mountain, and we will try to make this work. I would like to get rid of this wall here. I think we'll knock all this down, and we'll kind of flatten this out a little bit, and it'll come up to about this high. And then maybe we can cut into the back of this back side of this mountain maybe a little bit and bring it down some. I think that's gonna work. And you know, I just keep flip-flopping about where I want to put it, and I'm just gonna start going. I think that's gonna be the best solution. So let's just do it. Let's just do it already. God damn it. So I think we'll just arbitrarily pick this spot here. And we'll keep going back. I think I'm pretty settled on a size. I think it's going to be 8 long. 8 of these here stone wall 2x1s. It'll be 8 long, and it will be 7 wide. And I think that's going to be all right. I think that's going to be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Everybody fucking calm down. It'll be alright. So, I'm gonna get into that. I'm just gonna start messing around with this plot of land here. Maybe I'll add some stone and I'll raise the ground a little bit. And bring it up to about this high, and then maybe we'll do like a stone foundation kind of thing around it. Kind of like we did for the dock area. And then we'll do some kind of path along this way to connect it all to the port and the rest of town. So I'm gonna get working on that, and I'll see you when I think we're good. I think I got it pretty much mapped out here. So it's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide and 8 deep. And then I kind of want this like a little space back here for like deliveries and shit. And this will be the basement, and I think we'll go up maybe 3 floors. I'm not quite sure, but let's get to work just on the walls. We'll see where we stand there. So what I'll do is I'll just gonna grab these 2x1s, whatever. And I'll probably have to start down here first. Yeah, I think so. We'll just go along like this. And we'll go all the way along the perimeter, so that's 8. And then we'll do something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and a half makes 7. Perfect. So that's how that's gonna go. So I'm gonna get this done, and then I'm probably gonna do the floor too, and I'll just match the floor up with these. Maybe like this. This will be like where all the food is cooked, I think. Yeah. And then we'll probably put over here, this whole side is going to be like a chimney. Just an epically massive chimney. I want multiple of these hearths. I want one in the basement for cooking food. I want one on the first floor for like just as a fire for the tavern. And then I might put one up because there's gonna be like rooms and stuff for rent too. So maybe I'll put like a smaller fire up there too. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll probably do the chimney on this side, which means I'll have to come out a little bit more. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, frame rate is dipping pretty hard. So we got this part. This will be like the service entrance, I guess. Comes up here. And here we have like this where all the food is made and all that shit. Let's start working on the upper level. I think what we're gonna do is let me try to get up here. So what we'll do is I kind of want this to come out like a full floor tile all the way around the perimeter, you know, except for the chimney. Maybe we'll work on the chimneys now, and then we'll kind of figure this out. So the chimneys, I'm just gonna kind of do the way that I've been doing them for this build, and they'll be kind of inset a little bit, and then the smoke will kind of channel up. Maybe I'll do a stepped chimney so that there's only one chimney cap at the top, you know, and they'll all just kind of, all the smoke will kind of go towards the same place. So let me figure this out. Let me figure this out, because I definitely want at least 2 of these in here, which means this one is probably the service one will probably have to go back here, as far back as possible. And then that way I'll be able to put another fireplace kind of dead center in the middle of the room above the main room. So let's figure that out really quick. So I've got a big enough chimney area for 2 of these hearths. So I can fit 2 comfortably in here. And I want them flush like this. I want them flush with the floor, I think. So I'm gonna use the old 26-degree cross trick. And I'll put the center of the cross right here at the floor level. And then we're gonna toss in a couple of these stone floors. Let me grab the top snapping point here. And we'll just kind of hide those like that. Then we can get rid of this wood cross. And that should be the half meter. A half meter down. So we'll just should be able to just plop this stone cutter in there, or this hearth, and that should be good. Flush with the floor. We will cover this up probably, unless we want to do like some storage down here, but I think we'll just cover it up. Just do something like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That should work. We could always just break this open for storage, if we want. So I'll just fill all these gaps in. Kind of like that. And then we will see where the floor here ends up. I have been messing around with using these wood beams as flooring. So maybe let's jump ahead to that. I'm gonna go all the way around. I do like this standoff here. This kind of thing. I think this looks pretty cool. So I'm just gonna kind of save our place here. We'll take these out once we're done using them, but I just kind of want to get a feel for how big this place is gonna be. Oh, good, it's raining. Yeah, great. So let's go over here. So this is going to be the entrance. I don't think I will do this here. I don't think I will. I think I want this to be kind of flat and straight. Maybe I'll do some, like, bay windows. That might be kind of fun. In this, I reserve the right to just bring this fucking chimney all the way out. We might do another hearth on the 3rd floor. But until then, we will just do that. I think that's fine. Let's figure this out. All this land, I'm gonna keep working this land too, so it's not so cliffy. Maybe I'll bring this. This will be more of a nice gentle slope down into here. And then maybe the front will be kind of like a cliff. I think that might be kind of cool, like a cliffside inn and tavern. That might be kind of fun. So, but until then, I'm gonna keep working on this. Come on, buddy, jump. There we go. Maybe I'll figure out the bay window situation and the entrance situation next. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. All right, given all the rain that just won't fucking stop, I think it would be you know, smart to just build up this structure as high as we can, or to the approximation of where we want it to be, and start doing the roof. I don't want to have to constantly fix all this shit. So I think I did figure out what we're gonna do for the bay windows. We'll just do something like this. I'll start with this one. I think this works the best. We'll plop some crap in there, and then maybe something like that. And we'll do that over here too. We will, I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna delete all these anyway, so I think I kind of want it to be like this and like that. And then the entrance will be in here somewhere. Let's get this mapped out. Kind of like that. And like this. And then this can be the entrance here. And what I'm thinking for the entrance is to use two of those big doors here with the wooden gates. So I'll probably do get rid of all this, and then do something like this. Wooden gates can go here. Yeah, and then we'll just patch all this shit up with some of this stuff like that. Yeah, that ain't so bad. And this will go all the way around like this. I kind of like that. Two big bay windows here. And then the entrance will be right here. Yep, I kind of like that. That's working out. As far as a reasonable height, I think the main floor is gonna have to be two wall pieces high, and then the second story will be a third. So we can probably just start our roof line here, and we'll kind of I'll just mess around with that off camera and see how I'm gonna do like the whole overhang situation and all that. So we'll get the walls going all the way around and all the way up, and we won't bother with window placement just yet. That can be a later thing. I just want to make sure we can get the roof on and properly supported. We might even have to run some iron beams or something which is gonna suck. But it is what it is, man. I'm running pretty low on iron as it is, so. There's a train passing by our house. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if you heard that. Pretty cool. I live just outside of Boston, so we have a commuter rail that passes like right past our house. Anyway, I'm gonna get to doing this, and we will kind of figure out a roof situation. And I won't start it though. Well, I'm gonna start it just to see what we can and can't get away with. Yeah, without using iron, without bringing iron into the fucking situation. We'll see what we can get away with. Okay, so this one was a little bit tricky. I wanted just a little bit of an overhang here. So what I did is I just started going with the 26-degree roofs from the edge here. Brought that all the way up, and it turned out it had a big enough gap for a roof ridge left over from both sides. I brought some iron pole, whatever the f this is called, wood iron pole, randomly, just kind of up towards the center to support all this. And I put the roof ridge in, just like we did with the shipwright. Put the roof ridge in, and then I put another one in over here and attached it to the random iron pole that I brought up. And then I deleted all the stuff in the middle and started using this roof ridge as a snapping point. I started bringing down whole pieces of 26-degree roof tiles all the way down. It's pretty easy. I'll show you really quick. So you just bring these up until you're ready for your roof ridge. You put the roof ridge in. And then you copy the roof ridge over to here. And you bring this... Oh, that's 45. And then you start bringing this 26-degree roof down a little bit. You can go all the way, I guess. It really doesn't matter. As you can see. And now you can delete this one. And start stuffing in some regular pieces. So now you just reversed the, give it the old Uno reverse there. And now you have a overhang. So I did that, and then whatever. And then I decided this whole roof is gonna need iron. There's not much that I can do about it. So what I did is I found a point that I could kind of hide relatively easily with trim. In this case, it happens to be these two doors. And you can just pop trim on over this. And we're going to be hiding it with a wall anyway. So there'll be a wall here. So what I did is I found a kind of connection point between all these pieces that was kind of close to the ridge, the top joining piece there, and I just shot that all the way down and put it into the dirt so that it would be blue. And now what we can do is I have a little bit of iron left. We can go back up there. No. Take it easy. Take it easy, bud, huh? So now we'll go back up here. And then it looks like it intersects about right here. We can get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. That's how I was saving the location for the roof ridge. So now we'll just do some 26-degree iron poles here like that. And then we can do something like this. And we can just go all the way down the middle with that. I don't think that the roof is going to end up looking like this. It's pretty plain and disgusting. So I might do some stuff. I might move some stuff around, make it a little bit more asymmetrical or something. I'm not sure. But for now, we're just going to roll with this. I'll grab this piece like shit. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring the iron beams all the way over here, and I will just do the same exact thing so that it's supported on all sides. Like I said, just for now. Just so we can work on the interior. We got a roof up. We don't have to worry about things degrading in the rain or anything. So I'm going to do this. Until I can't. This might start to break soon. So who knows. And then I'm really going to die. Now that the roof is crudely hanging above our heads, we should be pretty safe from water and all that shit. I'm going to work a little bit on these bay windows, and then we're going to start talking about the floor, how the floor is going to work out. For the bay windows, I think I'm going to do something fairly standard. What the fuck is all that, dude? How do I have all this already happening? Get out of here. There you go. Get rid of that. Put this puppy right there. And then we can probably just put one of these here. Yep. Yeah, that seems alright. Something like that. And we'll do trim all the way on the corners, so I don't think that's too much of a worry. This can all be window, I would imagine. Put some windows in here. That'll be cool. How tall should they be? That I don't know. But I think... Get rid of that. That didn't really work out too great. So I think we're gonna just do a bay window down here. I don't think I'm gonna continue them up the wall. I do see some stuff like that sometimes, where the this bay window shape will just go all the way up to the second floor, and I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do something more. We'll just send the roof maybe. This should be taller, I think. Maybe we'll just send the roof up or back into the side of the tavern like this. Maybe something like that. This is going to be the second floor will be here. Let's just mark that out for now. And then maybe we can fill all this crap in with like one of these upside down guys. No. Well, let's try. No. No, I don't think so. Let me think on that. That's a big problem. That's a big boy problem. For the floors, now that it's nice and dark and you can't see, that's fucking great. For the floors, we're gonna fall down to the basement first. That's important. Twice, two times. Yep. Now we should be now we should be good to start. I think we'll do something like this. Is that? Yeah, these motherfucker. All right. All right. Everybody calm down. So we're going to do a border that is going to be three of these wood beams thick. So it'll be 2 and then a third one. And this is going to be kind of tough to get. Let's go ahead and put a floor down randomly. Kind of like this. So I can get good view over there. And we're going to kind of just do it. That's not bad. Turn off snapping, and we'll just kind of put it like there. Come on, baby. Come on now. Come on. Like that. And that should be pretty flat. Yeah, it's not bad. And then we're gonna put just barely below this, the lip of this last one. We're gonna free place in a kind of random spot. We're gonna free, that might be too low. That looks like it's gonna work. Although, a bit, still kind of low. Fucking always dark, dude. It's always dark here. Don't build in the Black Forest, guys. Just don't do it. It's either raining or it's dark. It's either raining or it's nighttime. You know what I mean? I do want this to be a little bit higher. That might be okay. That might be okay. Yeah. And then what we'll do is we are going to randomly place... I'm going to take it out of free place mode, though, and put this on auto. We're going to kind of randomly place a bunch of these to make it kind of look like a traditional wood floor. That's not like this. I don't like that. I don't like it. So we'll put a couple of these down, and we'll make sure that they're kind of close as far as height goes. This is going to take a really long time. We'll do like that, and we'll just keep doing that. A bunch of, like, there'll be random kind of like maybe here, like that, and then maybe we'll grab one of these 1 meters and we'll just kind of toss that in here. Maybe this one's kind of like here. And the reason that we have 3, we're going to use 3 of these wood beams as standoff, is because when we eventually go to fill in these gaps, we're going to want to hide these. And why the fuck is that like that? Where is the consistency, Valheim? Let's see if we can use the other edge. Is that gonna work? No. Okay, so that's got to be a little bit lower. We're gonna have to bring this down a little bit lower. I want to hide all this. Better we figure it out now than it's too late. How's that? That's pretty good, I guess. So now we'll do some of these. We'll just try that again. Try it on the other side too. Okay, so now when we go to fill in these gaps, what happens? No, dude, what the f is your problem, man? All right, that's better. Okay, so Now that that's kind of figured out, as you see, you got these cool little cracks in the floor, and this kind of weird. Yeah, I like this better than this. It's gonna cause instances to spike, but it's fine. So what we'll do is we'll go all the way around the border. All we have to do is the front and the back with these three. This three wood beam standoff. Just the front and the back. The side can just be a single, so that's fine. So let's do that. I'm gonna do that all the way around. I'll tell you if I run into any kind of issues. This might be an issue. Yeah, it's poking out the front a little bit. And actually, we kind of fucked that up anyway. Let's do this first one, like I should have done. So we could stick this baby in there, maybe. Oh yeah, that's a way better idea. Let's do that. All right, that's way better. Now we can do the second piece. Right, like that. And then maybe we'll do a little piece here. And then we could do a full-grown big boy piece here. And then, does that stick out? I don't think so. Can we do another one? Yes. And then a little one. Without it sticking out too much. Will I ever know the answer to that? It's sticking out a little bit, but I think we can fill that. I think that's going to be okay. I think we can just toss one of these guys in there. And then with the corner piece, it'll be okay. Yep. So let's just do that all the way around. Although I wish this was more offset. I think that was my original intention. Let's get rid of this and that. Go away, please. Thank you. And then we'll toss one of those in there. And then one of these in there. There you go. Go away, please. Thank you. And then that guy can go like that. Yeah, perfect. All right, now we'll put in this one. Yeah. And let's see if that sticks out of the front. Go away, please. I don't think it does. I think we're good there. And then we're probably going to have to free place this one. Like that. And then we'll probably have to free place this one too. And we'll stick that in there like that. Like that. There you go. So we're just going to do this all the way around. Okay, so I'm just finishing up the back side. That was pretty quick and easy. Now let's get to doing this thing. I'm just going to do a bunch of them. Kind of randomly spaced. Just like this. And I'll just keep going. All the way on both sides. All the way over to each wall. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I went all the way across. Just kind of randomly staggering these pieces, putting in these 1 meters every once in a while, and I think I made a bit of a mistake. I think I made a little bit of a mistake. I should have kept the floors down. I think I want to keep the floors so that you can't see down into outside. So I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna fix that, but we have to. That doesn't go there. Okay. Can you just be fucking normal? Please? Why won't you just go? That's not at all what I asked for. I don't want to destroy any of this stuff. Although this one's a bit tall. So maybe I'll destroy that a little bit. Okay, well, and I also want to do here too, so that's got to go like that, and then somehow we got to get it under here like that. So maybe we'll just do that at the end. Yeah, we'll just do that at the end. That's fine. So let's go ahead and replace this baby that I took out. That goes there. Now, oh, maybe I could do this side though. Like that. And then like that maybe? Yeah. That's good enough, I think. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just kind of run these. I'm gonna grab the edge snapping point, and I'm just gonna shoot these all the way down. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a 1 meter just for fun. Continue the staggered look. We'll do that all the way over there, and then we'll hide some of these edges with an appropriate sized piece here. Something like this. I think that looks pretty good. It's kind of got a little bit of a parquet look to it. That kind of looks like shit, so maybe I'll fix that, maybe not. But anyway, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to go all the way down to the end. So I'll see you in a minute when that's fucking done. Here we go. I think it came out pretty good, man. A couple spots that, I mean, you're not really going to see this, I think. We'll put like a countertop here or something. And some stools, but other than that, I think it came out pretty good. I am happy with it. We'll just keep filling up these, any gaps that I might have missed. Not too bad, and then I gotta do this side over here. I did not anticipate this, but whatever. For now, I think we're good. Just about finished with the floor. I kind of like that there's like these cracks and the randomness of the pattern. Pretty cool. I gotta figure out now, kind of get the front door situated, and just for now, we'll get the front door kind of going. And which means I have to build up the land here a little bit and start putting down some blocks and some stairs, I think. And then I'll have it lead over this way, and we can do the sculpting of the land and stuff at the end. That's fine. And then maybe figure out where the stairs are going to go inside, because we got to be able to get downstairs to the kitchen, and we got to be able to get upstairs to where all the rooms are going to be. And this building is big. It might be, I think, too big, honestly. I think it's too big, and I think I have to figure out. I think we got to figure out what the room situation upstairs is going to be. I don't think we need this much room. Maybe we cut some of it out. Maybe only half of it has rooms, and the other half is just roof or something. I don't know. But as it is now, it's gigantic, and I think it's too big. So if we do, I think I'm just going to use regular floors for upstairs. And I will run them this way, probably. It's just so big and open. I don't know. Let me finish doing this. Let's do the stairs. I'll do the stairs. I'll be right back. The stairs in the basement and the kitchen, I think are just going to be like this. I think this is fine. We can kind of get rid of some of these floorboards here. And then we can figure out what's going to go down for the upstairs. Although this is kind of in the... Yeah, man. I don't know. This is like right in the middle of the fucking tavern, man. I thought maybe I could put the bar back here. I might have to move this wall. Maybe I'll pull this back wall out a bit. Or maybe we get rid of this whole back piece. The overhang that we have here. Maybe we get rid of this whole thing in the back. I feel like the building's already too big, so... I think that might be the move. And that way we get rid of this kind of useless space back here. There's not really much that can go on back there. Anyway, pull this forward a little bit. And then the stairs, maybe... I don't know. It's going to require a little bit of thinking. So while I'm thinking about that, I am just going to probably build this chimney up all the way up and out and work on these windows a little bit, maybe. I think I got these, so I just put a couple 26-degree roof pieces in here, and I think that's gonna work, although they might clip through the ceiling. So if I just shove these in here like that, they don't look great. They don't look great. I'm not super impressed by that. So... can we do this? Can I slip this baby in there? No, that looks even worse. I don't know, man. I'm gonna think on this. I'm gonna work on this part here. The entrance and then the walk path here. Okay, so I've been kind of working on a bunch of stuff and not recording. So let's just do a quick record. Here I'm kind of like getting ready to do the front entrance, raising the land up a little bit and seeing where how I kind of want this. I think 2 wide is good. Maybe we'll do two deep, and then we'll do some stairs that go around each side, down each side. Yeah, and I think that's going to be good. For these bay windows, I've kind of just been shoving some woods in there to try to make it look a little bit better. I just did some of these 26-degree 2 meters. And I just kind of shove them in with the proper orientation of the roof pieces here like that. So I think that looks okay. And then we'll just kind of cover this up with some 26-degree walls. Kind of like that on each side. Come on, baby. Kind of like that, just to seal up that little corner. And then there's still one more on the outside. That hole right there, which I'm going to fill with this by grabbing the top snapping point. And just shoving that in there. And I think that looks okay. Gotta do this side too. Maybe we'll delete that first and see if we can get this in there. That doesn't look right. Maybe we'll go up top. I also cut in these stairs. And I had to replace a couple of these little pieces of wood here to cover up any kind of inconsistencies or gaps. I think that turned out all right. You got to be careful when you're doing this top one. In order to make in order to walk up this step, I had to put down a couple of pieces of quarter floor attached to the stairs. They just clip into the floor anyway, so you're not going to see them. But he wouldn't walk past the ledge without those. So just thought you should know. And then we put these stairs in, and I changed the orientation of these floors. I think what I'm going to do is, I've been messing around with the idea of putting like a laminated beam here to support these floor joists. So I just kind of free placed this bad boy. I just free placed this so it was barely touching those joists up there. If you can see, there's a gap, which I like. So to finish that off, we will just kind of free place another one. A 1 meter. Like that. Just to make it look like it's a laminated beam here. Of some sort. And I just chose an arbitrary place to start. But I guess you could be more diligent, or I don't know, whatever about your placement. Maybe I'll do I did it right on the seam of these two floorboards. Maybe I'll go over, let's see, that's 2, so maybe I'll do it every 2. I'll cover this seam here like that. We'll get it just low enough that it's not clipped into that joist. Better yet, what we probably should do is just copy like this. That's probably a smarter way of doing that. So we'll just do that. There you go. And we may do some, dude, what is your fucking problem? We may do some of this, like every 2. And then we can free place this one in here. Maybe something like that. Although I don't like, maybe we should put it on the joist, huh? It's kind of off center. Yeah, I don't love that. Maybe I'll just free place one. And we'll figure it out. That could be cool. So, what were we doing? We were doing the bay window, I think. Let's finish that up. So we just come out here, grab this, I think it's this guy here. Grab the top snapping point, plop that bad boy in there. See, now this is going to be a problem. All this crap poking through the floor might be a bit of an issue. That's going to require some thinking. Yeah, I don't know. I've been working with this chimney too. I like to take little breaks. Every time I get stuck with something, I move on to something different. I take a little break, come back and maybe attack the problem later. Or just forget about it altogether. And then you realize it wasn't such a big deal. So anyway, this chimney, we need to divert all the smoke over to this right side. So I don't think we'll put a fire up here after all. Or we could. I guess we could. We could put it here. But then you'll just have this giant chimney poking out of the top. I'm not too sure about that, actually. So what we will probably end up doing is capping this, maybe with some stairs or something. Keep going up a little bit, maybe. See what that looks like. I'm not in love with it here. But what can you do? I'll keep thinking that through, and we'll talk about that when I eventually fix it off camera. As far as this goes, the roof line, I just shoved one of these 26-degree wood crosses in there, and I use that as a snapping point for these wood wall 26 degrees. So you're not using the roof tiles because there's a half tile overhang on each side. What you're gonna do is use the snapping point from the end of the 26-degree roof cross. That way it should, come on, bitch, should line up pretty good. There you go. And then you just shove this crap in there. And we will deal with windows later. I think that's fine. Something like that. Maybe one of these to fill in that gap up there. Yeah. So that's good. Everything's very well supported, except for right here. Got a little bit of an issue here, but that's fine. And then we can run some of these quarter floors in here. 1x1 floors. To fill in this gap. And then some quarter walls. And that's pretty much done. Just fill in all this crap. So off camera, I am going to finish doing this. All of this. I'll bring the chimney up to a respectable height. Quick update. Let's see. I've been working on the entrance a little bit. So this should go down here to like a little path that leads to the port. And then there's like a little... I'll fix this. I'll make it more ramp-like. Bring that right up here. And then you can just get into the service entrance there. The chimney, I did have to add a little bit of iron. I put this one iron gate using a door to get it like halfway in between so I could hide it. All this brick will come down, or this land will widen a little bit probably. So that iron gate goes all the way through to the top, and then I kind of did this thing for the chimney topper. Put a little gate in there, a little iron gate on all four sides, and then that's also put half using a door. I put that about halfway. Yep, and then I used a couple of these fellas, couple of these little stone archways right in there. And then just a couple of 26-degree roof pieces. I think that's fine. Looks okay. I am redesigning the roof. I decided I want to put a 3rd level. Let's go back down before we talk about that shit. I finished off all these laminated beams. I don't know if we talked about that yet, but here they are. I'm deciding whether or not I want to put some cross members in here. I don't know yet, so cross that bridge when we get to it. And then I started deciding where these rooms are going to be, and I think I'm going to go with I don't know. I think maybe these will be smaller rooms. I'm not sure I want them to be this big. Maybe they can be like, I don't know. How big are they? 3. There's 3 wide now. I don't know. I think I definitely want them to be smaller so I could fit more rooms on this level. Or maybe these 2 at the end will be bigger and they'll have windows. And then I could cut these ones down a bit. They will not have windows. I don't know. And then I think this will be like the potty. So what I've been doing is just kind of... I'm extending by 1 more iron beam. Or sorry, wood iron pole. Yeah, that's not so bad. And then this could be... these could be like the larger rooms, I suppose. I could put a couple. Maybe this can be a hallway, and there can be like 3 large rooms here for the captains of the ships or whatever. So I'm gonna keep working on that. And what else am I gonna work on? Probably the entryway a little bit more, and then mapping out these rooms. These, like I said, these are gonna be smaller rooms, I think. I'll probably put one under the stairs too. Yeah. And I'll keep working on this. I think I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to copy this side and go down on the other side. Although I don't really see a reason to. There's nothing over there. There's no reason for anybody to be over there. Yeah, I'm also thinking about doing like maybe a patio. No. Taverns didn't have patios. I just finished going all the way around with some stonework. And I did the front. I think I'm fairly satisfied with the front. It's probably fine. This is not bad, I think. This is not so terrible. I've been messing around with doing some like 45-degree supports here. And I kind of like this. I think it works out pretty well. Maybe we'll keep going up with this stuff. A little something like that. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And maybe I'll do some back here too. Some 45-degree beam. And then it's every other one like that. And then we'll skip here and we'll put one like right in here maybe. Yeah, why not? Not too shabby. Maybe trim this out. I don't know. We'll do something like that, and then I've been putting these, I don't know if I already said this, I've been putting these load-bearing beams up like this. I kind of like that. Let's go upstairs. I kind of have all of the rooms on this level kind of decided. They're all small, which I like. Just big enough for like a bed and maybe a desk or something, and a chest. You know? Yeah. I'll figure that out. And then we're going to put windows in eventually. It's a little bit bigger one. And then you got this one. And then there's one that has the stairs. So maybe it'll be a cheaper room. And then we got the toilet room. And I got this all closed up. But I kind of want to show you what I got going on the roof. I did mess around with some stuff. Just get rid of that. And then get rid of that. Get rid of that. There you go. I did mess around a little bit with the roof design. I kind of put some supports here. And I want to put some more 45s underneath these wings here. And connect it to the building somehow. And then what else did I do? Oh yeah, I swapped out this these roof tiles were full tiles from the center, but I had to put this roof ridge in so that we could get some overhang. A little bit of overhang. Really classes up the joint. Alright, so let's go back downstairs. We can put this wall back in. I shouldn't need to go out there anymore. Okay. There you go. And then something I've been doing is putting a piece of trim down here at the bottom of the door, or at the bottom of the wall. And then another piece that I free placed, and I'll show you that upstairs because I got more to do upstairs. So you've got a piece of trim at the bottom of the wall. We'll start here. And that's beet red, dude. Damn. What's going on? It goes from yellow to beet red. Share the load, buddy. That sucks. So anyway, I put this trim at the bottom, and then we kind of free place to fill this gap in, because there's going to be a gap. We're at the halfway point of this this roof tile. So it's just the way that it is, man. So we're gonna free place this little bit of wood here. This wood beam, 2 meter, and it will look like baseboard, I guess. Yeah. So I've already got some placed, so we can get rid of that. But that's all I'm doing. So this this will be another suite of rooms. I'll probably do 3 different rooms here. Or maybe 4. I could split this in half and do 4 rooms. Yeah, I don't see why not, man. I'll split this in half. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 maybe. There can be 6 fairly large rooms up here, and they can all have like views and stuff. I can knock out some of these walls and put windows up. So we're gonna do that. I don't think there's gonna be anything else to do really, except for some cleanup and some decoration. I'm gonna fill this place up with all kinds of tables and benches, and maybe this will be like a wraparound, like bar seat kind of area. Do something like this. Okay, dude. Can you just go there? And then maybe we can put down like some of these stools in here somewhere. Sure. This could be kind of cool. Put some windows in here, maybe some glass. Crystal's becoming a problem, but I think I have a little bit left over. So that'll be cool. And then we'll do like a full bar here. I think this is going to be the piss room. So we'll do like maybe put a door here. Something like that. Then we can put a little potty in here. That might be kind of fun. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Let's just put one of these guys in there, huh? The tavern is finally done. There it is. It looks fucking ridiculously stupid, but whatever. I got these signs all kind of figured out. I think we're gonna go with something like that. Nice fog, buddy. Here we got the entrance to the Captain's Inn. Not too shabby. I kind of like it. I like the way it turned out. I did add a lighthouse. It needed one. But here it is. There's the whole tavern. It definitely needs like some flair on the outside or something. Some kind of... It looks too freshly built. I think I gotta add something. I don't know what it needs, but whatever. Here it is. Let's go inside. Give you the whole tour. Got these bay windows here. I think the floors came out fucking a treat. Perfect. This is exactly what I had in mind. So I'm happy with that. What I'm not happy with is I am all out of fucking trophies, man. This is it. This village is taking a lot of trophies off of me, man, but whatever. You know what? Let's do that again. I'm gonna light all these candles, I think. Okay, do-over. Candles are all lit now. You check out that lighthouse through the window. That shit's pretty fucking tight, dog. Excellent. Very happy with that. Lots of knickknacks and crap on the wall. It is called the Captain's Inn, but I am not good at fishing. So, you get 4 fish. I was gonna put those harpoons all over the fucking place too, but man, I cannot find any more of those floating island things. You got the bar back here, fully stocked. A couple of fermenters, some dishes and stuff ready to go out. Some barrels. Yeah. And then over here you got a little bit of a potty. This came out okay. Little toilet seat. That was fun. There's another one of these guys over here. And then let's go downstairs to the kitchen. So here you got the kitchen. It's all fully stocked. Bunch of prep tables. Food ready to go out. Clean dishes. Dirty dishes over here on the left. And a couple of dunk tanks for cleaning. You got some barrels and a box full of boar jerky. Some meat ready to get cut up. I got a couple of butcher tables and some knives. It's pretty cool. Dual fireplace. Pretty sick. Pretty rad. Fresh produce. And some honey and stuff. Some storage over there. And then out back, you got the place where deliveries come up. Bunch of storage out here too. Some wood to feed the fires. Yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I wish that there were more like dishes and stuff that I could figure out. I think that there will be later on once I get all the upgrades. But whatever. Yeah, let's go upstairs. Let's check out the inn portion of the tavern. Up here you got all the rooms. You got... We'll just look at all of them, I suppose. A nice writing desk in this one. clear view to the harbor so you can make sure that your boat's not on fucking fire or something. Whatever. And then a couple bigger ones. Writing desk. Pretty nice view of the lighthouse. Little hangout spot. Another sweet view of the lighthouse and the other part of the island. And then these ones don't have any windows, so sucks to suck. And this one's actually under the fucking stairs, so people can just see you all naked. Another toilet. And then upstairs is like the high rollers. This is where all the captains chill. Trade stories. Some books up here to hang out, whatever. These rooms are significantly larger. And they all have dragon beds. And very nice views. Whoops. Whoopsies. Yeah. Nice clear view of the port, the harbor there. Another good shot of the lighthouse. I'm proud of that lighthouse, man. I didn't die once building it. Not one time. Which is pretty amazing, because I think on the first 2 lighthouses I made, I died like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 times each. This is just falling. Yeah, so this has been fun. This has been a fun build. I had a really good time building it. I had a pretty decent time decorating it. I did, like I said, I spent almost every last trophy that I had trying to make it look a little more lived in. So, but it is what it is, man. I'll just have to go get more. Let me know what you think. Pound that like button. Click all those buttons down there. You know what to fucking do. Yeah. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What would you have done better? How would you decorate the front of this building? Let's see if we can get a good shot here. How would you decorate the front of this building so it doesn't look so plain? I don't know. I'm not too impressed by it. The same with the side view here. What would you do? Let me know in the comments, man. Hit that notification bell, all that crap. Anyways, this has been a lot of fun. I think the next episode is going to be a full walkthrough / tour of the entire village. And that'll be a pretty short one. And then we're gonna mosey on over to Motor, I think. And fight him. Not next episode, but the episode after that. And then we'll just continue on, man. Get to the plains. Hopefully things will slow down a little bit. I've been kind of rushing through this. The actual playthrough portion of this. Just because I've already done so many times. The meadows, the Black Forest, the swamp, the mountain. The plains I haven't done all of, and I still haven't been to Mistlands or Ashlands. So those we'll take it slow from now on ish after I defeat Motor. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Don't forget, leave a comment, hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, I had a great time. Hope you did too, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.